Haight Associates is a systems engineering and cybersecurity company. We primarily provide systems engineering support for U.S. government and DoD agencies. Along those same lines, we provide cybersecurity compliance and assessment training and solutions to those same organizations, as well as our peer group, which is a small to medium-sized business. We can come in and help ensure that their network and their people and their procedures are compliant to DoD cybersecurity standards. What makes Haight Associates unique is that we come with a very unique skill set on systems engineering, electrical engineering, cybersecurity. We can do a lot of the same. We can provide a lot of the same services that the big guys do without the price tag associated with them. We run a full service mechanical and electrical repair depot for a U.S. Air Force program, or U.S. Air Force weather program that we support. So we provide all of the mechanical, all the electronic repair and refurbishment of a variety of different sensors and data collection platforms. This area is our operations systems test bed. We use this area to test operating systems before we deploy them to the U.S. Air Force or other customers around the world. Above the bench, you'll see our network monitor, where this is one of the tools that we use to monitor our own cybersecurity health within our network. This is our U.S. Air Force warehouse. So we use this area here to house all serviceable assets that are used to deploy on a moment's notice to anywhere around the world in order to keep the U.S. Air Force's weather systems operational. This is our outside test platform. We try to test everything as the warfighter would use them in the field. We take real-time environmental data and transmit that data to big Air Force to help feed their modeling so that they can better plan for mission. Our prime business is DoD contracting. It's a huge learning curve to get into government contracting. So it's important to have solid mentors or someone who can help guide you along those lines. But once you've learned how to navigate the waters of government contracting, it's a very beneficial and lucrative business. I think the one big takeaway from the military that helps me in almost every single aspect of my life, to include being an entrepreneur, is the fact that I'm not scared to make a decision, right or wrong. I think I was taught that early on as an NCO, like, make a decision. The most important thing is to make a decision. I've made a lot of bad choices, a lot of bad decisions in starting my business, a lot of things that I would probably go back and fix if I could. But what's great about being a small business owner with a very competent and capable team behind you is we're very nimble. So when we make a mistake, we can correct course almost immediately. So I'm not really scared of making mistakes any longer. I decided I wanted to be an entrepreneur probably the day I got out of the military and started working for someone else. And I realized that the things that I was doing for them was enriching a shareholder, and I was not a shareholder, I was an employee. So at that point I realized that I wanted to be a shareholder. I just didn't know what type of shareholder, where I wanted to hold shares from. So that was a seed that was planted by a boss or by a mentor at the time, and it just kind of grew from there. Out of all the advice that I received, I think the best was the reassurance that I should believe in myself and know that the path that I'm taking, right or wrong, is going to lead to something, is going to lead to the next step in my life. So no one was ever able to tell me exactly what it was that I was supposed to do. It's just kind of a gut feeling and a drive to do something better with my life and to create a more stable environment for my family. The hardest thing about running your own business is managing people. And I think that's probably the hardest thing in any business, is just your human resource. And it's not that my people are challenging, it's that I hold in high regard their relationship to Haight Bay and my relationship and my responsibility to them. So every decision that I make affects them and their family. So no longer is it just me worried about me, it's me worried about all of my employees and all of their families, and ensuring that I have enough revenue, I have a large enough revenue stream that I'm going to always be able to provide for them and give back to them the way that they're giving to Haight Bay and helping us grow and hopefully develop a very strong and capable small business focused on defense contracting. Our primary focus at Haight Bay is to interview all veterans first, and we would like to grow our organization to be as veteran-centric as possible. So we overlook things like not having a bachelor's degree or not having specific education or specific experience in our field, because we know that veterans are trainable and will come into the workplace willing to do almost anything that the organization needs them to do.
Working for a veteran small business, the owner knows where I'm coming from as a fellow veteran. If I have family needs, if I have financial struggles or any kind of medical issues or anything else, if I need to take time off work, that is understood and I'm supported.
The first day I got here, I said, hey, I need to move into my house. And everybody met me at the door of my house, and they unpacked my truck and got me moved in. So just right away, like going to a business that is more veteran friendly is beneficial because they take care of you.
So we have both veterans and non-veterans on our staff. I think there's a lot more to do with the quality of the person than their background. But I know that as a vet myself, most of the vets that we have in here come with a set of values and qualities that have been instilled in them through their military service that I can relate to. As a business owner, that makes our communication path a lot smoother. So it's my personal preference to hire veterans, but it's not a requirement. As I start to learn more about the resources available for veterans, I really wished that I would have Google searched that a little bit more about what opportunities are there for fledgling veteran entrepreneurs. There's a lot out there that I just frankly wasn't aware of. And one of the things moving forward that I would like to offer to other veteran entrepreneurs is a free mentorship through our organization as well. So that's one thing that's one way that I would like to give back to our veteran community, is to allow or be a sounding board for other veterans that are considering starting a business or have started a business and don't know how to implement healthcare or benefits of other kinds for their organization.